Good morrow, or well, right.
What can you do?
Is he dead yet?
Not yet!
Not yet. You're a little premature, Mistress.
I could take the walk!
That's a keeper. Yeah, I'll find it.
It's your disease. Look, now you're infected.
Awesome.
I know. I thought you'd be happy about that. I can just tell that's you right there. That's right. Look at that pretty smile he has.
No problem, Ren.
Yeah.
My man of many colors.
Why don't you read me some cards?
I will later.
Aren't you excited? And then last...
I got everybody right.
Yeah.
You and Sadie are the last two.
All right, I think I've done the worst.
No, I didn't get a chance. I still have to do
I'm going to have to ask you to...
Finn, Seth, Sadie, and Cal.
I'll separate you all. All right, no, don't be afraid. You're already sick. Good morrow, all. Welcome back to some of you. Just couldn't get enough of me earlier. Many thanks, my darling. And Brave, too. Here's my mother from earlier today, Mistress Brad, everyone. Birth of beauty, a baby boy. Yes, right here. Good morrow. I am Beatrice Hampton, simplest and midwife for the household of Haygrave Hall. If you were with me earlier, you know we've already successfully birthed a child. So, hence my midwife. Yes, but we are going to talk of simpling skills, and we will talk of very important matters. They're a little grotesque. I promise to keep it as family friendly as I possibly can. But if the children get my jokes, it's not my fault. That would be you. All right, but I promise I'll keep it as clean as I can. Know you, I am simplest of this household, and His Majesty has begged a great boon, which is a favor of me. Since this is a festival day and many people travel on the pathways to come and gather together and celebrate the harvest fair, we do know that many people come and bring many different diseases, do they not, when we commingle?
No!
Oh my God, wrong disease, but good job. No, when we do commingle, we do breathe upon each other, and we know in 1543, which is today, 1543, we know for certain that all disease comes in through the nose. So, see, don't panic. All right, so you always must have a care when you smell a foul odor or vapor. You must protect yourself. Oftentimes you will see ladies in the Shire carrying a beauteous rose. Buy them a rose, gentlemen. Protect their nose. Do it. It's a good thing. His Majesty would support you in that, yes. So also in 1543, we do know for certain, if a part of the body is ailing and we have a herb that's shaped like it, it'll work. Amazing, I know, but it's true. All right, so what I have here are 5 beautiful members of our audience. Yes, aren't they lovely? Say hello to everyone. I'll let you know who you say goodbye to for just a moment. All right, because what I've done at His Majesty's request is I have inflicted all of these 5 beauteous people with the top 5 diseases of this time period, 15 and 43. And we are going to explain to you their goodly symptoms. You're going to try and guess what they have, and then together we're going to try and cure them. Sounds like fun?
Yeah.
All right, up with you first, my darling. What's your name?
Thomas?
Master Thomas, everyone. Say hello. Hello. Now say goodbye. I know, you're only going to be here for a short time with us, my darling. No, you, Master Thomas, suffers from a vile disease. Are you married, Master Thomas?
Unfortunately.
Ooh,
Oh, Parker, how do you feel about that?
Because he won't be here long. It's a festival day. I can have you married before you leave the gates. All right, so, because she's so lovely and you're going to be so putrid in just a moment. No, you, first of all, Master Thomas is a horrendous liar.
Wait, what?
See, not your fault, my darling, something he was born with. No, he has been telling his beauteous wife that he has been away on business.
Oh.
I have.
Yes, you have. No, he's been spending a lot of time in London, that's for sure.
Oh.
In the brothel, yea. Know that he will break out with rash all over his body. It'll start below the waist and make its way up. See, smiling now. All right, know that those pustulations will grow. Some of them will ooze and pus will flow from them. They're quite grotesque. They stink. Small parts, and I mean that not personally, my lord, but parts of his body will start to rot and drop off. smiling ever more. That's what you get. Know you what he suffers from? Yes, aren't you all rich and fancy? Yes. Know you that in 1543 very wealthy people like to use fancy words on the commoners to make themselves sound smarter. But know you in 1543 what he suffers from is the French past. Yes, you who are smart and educated and very wealthy might know it as the syphilis. Yes. Smiling now? Little furrow on his brow. Know you he will suffer from a horrid and hot fever. He will sweat like none you have ever seen. Know you he will become crazed in his mind and see things that are not there and speak to people who no longer exist.
Mother!
Like your wife. As a matter of fact. Know you there are some things that we could do for him. Know you the best treatment we will get to and save for last, but I, as the simplest, to use the herbs to cure the body, yes? To keep us in balance. Mistress Mary Brune, everyone, my apprentice. Say hello, Mary. Say hello to Mary.
Hello.
I love it when you're friendly. Know you I have a poultice here. Poultices and plasters are wondrous for healing outside of the body. And inside this poultice I do have the herb comfort, which you know, my darling, has an incredible virtue for drawing things forth from the body. Pain, bone aches, knitting of bones. It is a wondrous good herb. We never take it internally. Never. It will poison you and you will be dead. And there'll be naught that I can do to you. But I warned you, so that will never happen now, will it? So we have this lovely poultice made of comfrey, and we're going to place it on his head to bring out those crazed humors that he is suffering from, so that he will start to see and act more clearly, all right, in your temperament. Here's where you want to take your portrait, my darling.
I think we should use this on the other area.
Not too tight, no matter how vile he is or has offended you. No, you unfortunately, my dearest, get your husband while you can after this one's gone, because you too will suffer from the symptoms of this disease, and it will take you as well. Wretched, wretched man. Now this will seep into his brain and help to pull out that vapor that is causing him to be what we like to call dyscrasia, which is when he is out of balance in his humors, all right? So we want to get him to a state of eucrasia, which is when he would be more balanced and healthy. Probably not going to happen though. All right, so while we wait for that, I'm going to use the best potable that can be used on a person, generally by a barber surgeon. The simplest do not normally use this remedy, but it is important that you know that it does work, all right? And what we would use for you, my darling, is the Quicksilver. You are familiar with it? Mm-hmm. Yes. The Quicksilver is a wondrous remedy for what we do know as the French pox, and what you would do, my darling, you get to administer this to him. You give him 3 vials of this a day, a full vial. I only have a small sampling in here because it's very precious in its cost. So I have a small sampling here, but he would drink down 3 full vials of the Quicksilver every day. Once in the morning when he rises, one in the afternoon when he takes his midday repast, and then once again before bed, my love. All right, you hold on to that, because what's going to happen is, once we start to administer the Quicksilver, this is a very melancholy disease. It does cause a great black bile buildup in his body, hence causing him the melancholy and dyscrasia. So what's going to happen is when he starts drinking that down after about 2 days, he's going to start with a vile black spittle that will come out. It's actually really horrendous. But catch as much as you can and take it to the barber surgeon who can bleed for the bubbles and see just how melancholy he is. So what I'm going to place on you, because you are going to start spitting that black bile, is this lovely black little cover so you don't ruin your clothes. You must have known you were suffering with this, my lord, since you wore your black shirt this day. He knew already, my lady, lying to you still. Now, one of the other ways that we can get the Quicksilver into him very quickly is very important, is do you see a large box back there, a large wooden box anywhere back there on the cards, you know? They're always late with the box, I tell you. What we would do is, we would take a very large wooden box with the hole cut out in the top of it. We would place him inside of the box, all of his body except for his neck and head would be outside. That way we can talk back and forth while I'm treating you. Makes it for a much nicer visit. We would place him inside the box. Inside with him, we would put 4 trays of the Quicksilver, 1 in each quadrant of his body, yes? Then we will close over the box and place him on a low fire. Not a low fire, my darling, really. All right, we don't want to cook him, that would be wretched. All right, what we want to do is we want to heat the mercury up, to cause it to vapor inside the box, and to leach into every bone and pore of his body, to help to eradicate this horrendous pustulation that flows through his blood. Do you think he'll live?
No!
Oh, very wise. No, he will not live for long, my darling, but it will be a vile death that he suffers. And that's what you get, my lord, for saying you're on business and having fun with the ladies. They really weren't ladies, were they?
They were men.
Oh. Careful, it's a family show. All right, now, darling, you take your little potable over there and change places with the lovely lady. Keep your poultice on. Don't take it off.